Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, and my sidekick, I forgot to introduce.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Andrew Gitros, and I say that, and by the way, it's a very special day in one particular person's life today. I'm sure it's a very important day in a lot of lives, but to my sidekick here, happy birthday.
Well, thank you. I'm the patron saint of Halloween.
That's correct. Very happy, happy birthday. But I guess that as we get a little older, we impress upon each other the value of good health. So may you have many more years of good health, and so far you have had good health. And
you and I both kind of lost a little weight. We both in good shape. We've been holding up. Yesterday
was the lowest I've been in many, many years. I was at 179 yesterday. It's around 180, 182 is where I've been. But yesterday morning, for some reason, I hit the scale. I weigh every day. I've been doing that most of my adult life. And some of the times I didn't exactly like the weight like I did a year ago. Right. You know what Friday is? Friday is November the 2nd.
It's been a year already?
It's already a year since I got that infamous ticket. And thank God I've not had a drink. I've not needed or wanted or desired would be the word. I guess the biggest word would be that I didn't have any desire for a drink. I prayed to God when I got home. I was embarrassed. I was hurt. I let my friends down. I let my family down. And let the community down in a sense, because the community has been wonderful to me. And I've taken it as an opportunity to grow further in my own belief of God, because I prayed to God when I got home, and He was right there with me the whole way. And I haven't had a desire. I didn't think it could. I could do it. I'll be honest with you.
It's your health. I mean,
what's
done for your
my
health?
numbers about Dr. Richard Tate on my visit 2 weeks ago commented that all of my numbers, cholesterol and everything, is way, way better. So anyhow, Friday is already a year. It looked like it was yesterday, but my friends have stuck by me, and I appreciate it. Thank you all very much.
Now, you and I are talking about a couple of obituaries.
Yes, I have a few more.
I can hit one right here. Miss Charlene Bazar LeBlanc from Port Barre passed away at 86 years old. She'd been married to Mr. Curtly LeBlanc, Sr., who passed away just a couple of years ago, who was with
household names.
Gas man for years, and he worked for Savoy Sausage for years and years as well. And of course, I visited with the three kids, Sheila, Jenny, and little Kurt. And condolences to the family. But we grew up with her for years and years. It's my kids saw her as an aunt in the family. So
we learned a few moments before going on the programming of the television show. Kathy Thieves, who is our receptionist secretary here at the TV station, told us that Mrs. Judy Broussard Jolivet, the wife of the late deceased John Jolivet, well, not too many people knew him as John Jolivet. They knew him as Pope John. He worked for Pope Auto Parts for years and years, and that free, loving smile that he had, personality that he had, it just fit in with Pope John, and I couldn't have told you. And he worked over at Toby's for years and years. You know, I was thinking...
both jobs, worked at both places.
Both places. And I was thinking of the wonderful staff that was assembled by Gene Paillet. And I want to give credit to Manny Veltain, because Manny was one of the original owners, and as well as his brother, Kingsley, who's now deceased. I saw his granddaughter, Manny's granddaughter, over at Cafe Josephine. I'll talk about that in a little while last night. Anyhow, she was age 67. She was living in Tulsa with her two daughters. They were taking care of her. I'm sure the obituary will be out in a few days, but a a family that's well known and well respected in our community. Just had to put that in for Pope John.
And how about Ed Thistlewaite had passed away as
Thistlethwaite,
well? When I was a little boy growing up, you know, we had crop dusting going on all the time at the farm, and they had those old biplanes made out of canvas. They had Snoopy and the Red Baron painted on the side, those old prop planes.
He, of course, was 90, lived a wonderful life, and actually a neighbor to Jude Orman.
Oh, yeah.
Over near Washington, I call it near the Boy Scout camp. And to Mr. Ed and the family, our deepest of sympathies. A person that lived right in Baton Rouge, well known politically for years, and then also the Lamar Sign Company. And and the person I'm speaking of that passed away was Mr. Kevin Riley Sr. And of course, Lamar Outdoor Advertising.
The big billboard company.
Is the big billboard company. And learned that Lamar Dixon,
that's them.
The Expo Center, that's his, the Miss Dixon was a Lamar. And
so it's both families,
that it's named after.
Very good.
And of course, it struggled for a number of years, and they ended up either giving it or selling it very inexpensively to the parish. Well, I think that's Ascension Parish.
And that works.
And
a lot
now
of times.
it's really working. It's a beautiful place, and I have not been there. I keep telling myself that I'm going to go one day, and I'll have to do it. It looks like only yesterday that little Jeff Gotcho, son of Kathleen and Jimmy Gotcho, Joe Fred's nephew, went into business, and he's been a Edward Jones financial advisor now for 12 years, and he says, thanks to all of you for 12 great years. Real nice young man. Good luck, continued good luck to you, Jeff, and your family.
How about another sponsor? Let's go with Casa Ole here in Opelousas. You go by Casa Ole and get all your great Mexican cuisine right here on the I-49 North Service Road. Great service, great drink specials. We always talk about the fact that you can go through that drive-through. If you don't have time to get down to eat, you can call ahead and get your meal ordered, get your drinks ordered, and they'll package all that nice and neat for you to pick up to take home, or you can go inside, have a good time. They have live music there, I think twice a month. And KDCG even films the live show there.
And you can watch it twice a week here on the TV station.
You've got it. So Casa Ole, go by. And one more sponsor. Let's hit Dixie Storage. All your storage needs. You know, I was with Kip Bertrand last night at the Rotary auction with the Homestead, and he was telling me he brought Joey out to eat a little lunch at Dixie Storage. I said, you know, I think Joey never has to buy lunch. I think all his friends.
Well, he's looking for you and I. You know, we haven't gone.
We're slimming him down right now. So
I promise you, we're going to take you real soon.
With Dixie Storage, Joey and the whole crew there can help you. They've got units throughout St. Landry Parish. They've got big commercial size units up to the full warehouse with you can back up with the big loading docks. They can do inventory control for you. They got railroad access, railroad spur access. If you're just an individual, want to store a handful of things, I mean, you can put whatever you want from the smallest business to the smallest household to furniture, your boats, your RVs, and their sister company A+ Glass with location in Opelousas and also in Lafayette.
And Kip, I do keep that Corvette gassed up. The tank is full and it's always clean. He keeps picking at me that he's going to buy
that, yeah.
And it doesn't really fit his family needs. He's got 2 children and it's two-seater, so it would be tough. He'd have to leave one behind and the wife, so that wouldn't work too well. But we have a good little running joke about it. That's correct. And let's see.
You want to go some photos?
Yeah, I want to show the photos of the shirt I'm wearing.
All right, I'll jump to that right now.
And back in 2007, over at the Alabama game, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, we met up with a group of just wonderful people. They were set up, I think there were 4 large motor coaches. I call them coaches.
Oh, yes.
Those are not little motorhome coaches.
Correct.
But 4 of the nicest people. And of course, one of them was Mr. Morris Moore, who happens to own the Harley-Davidson dealership in Austin, Texas, and right on I-10 in Beaumont, Texas. And I guess we said something about I ride Harleys, and he went over to his coach to get us a T-shirt. There were none left. He had given them all out. Well, let me tell you what kind of man this gentleman is. He called his office. That was a Friday night. He called his office on a Saturday. They shipped them, and they were at my office Monday morning, one for each of us. We were four of us.
Ended up with a T-shirt.
David Link was one of the others, and Blaine Gilry was the.
And me, I got my black one.
Yep, and just a wonderful experience. And I text him, not text him. Faxed him a little letter reminding him of those wonderful moments we had, and I'm going to
do it again.
Fax him today that he needs to watch the program tomorrow.
Well, I bet he's in Baton Rouge already. He and his buddies for the Alabama game, LSU and
Alabama game, and I'm going to be passing through, but I'm going to be attending the Monday night Saints game.
I'll be sitting with about 150,000 of my closest friends there.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct.
You want to show this photo too?
Yeah,
while we're at it?
That was Tuesday over at Swallow's Dinner Club. We want to we try to use Beth and Scotty as often as we can because they help us with our annual breakfast. Thank you, Miss Beth, for being there every year with us. And the moment was I had decided to give a small contribution to the Father Verbus LaFleur Scholarship Fund that was created about a month, 6 weeks ago. That's when I first learned about it. And ordered from the Community Foundation of Acadiana, which is where I place some of my retirement funds each year. And I can get the money to a 501c, or like a church. Anyhow, what I'm trying to do is promote the Community Foundation of Acadiana. If you have some money and you'd like to make sure that your favorite what word I'm trying to say?
Pet charity. How about pet charity?
Yeah,
charity.
Your favorite charity. Yeah. If you want to make sure that that will continue on for eternity, you can get in touch with them in Lafayette. In fact, Raymond Hebert, Keith Hebert, who's well known in the Opelousas area, it's his brother who's the executive director, president there, and they have a wonderful staff there to give you different ideas. You can use different types of how the money is going to be spent or used to make that donation I'm trying to talk about. And of course on today, the annual awards for the entrepreneurship of the 8 parishes, one from each parish, will occur today at noon, and that's right there at the Cajun Convention Center next to the Cajun Dome in Lafayette, and that's going to be at noon. So if you have tickets, don't forget to attend. There's about 400 people that are expected to be there. I received the award last year and certainly was very appreciative of it, and now my nephew, I hope this is not, people don't get the wrong feeling, but very deserving young man, and his wife, Reggie and Marie Dupre, are going to receive the award from St. Lander Parish.
In our photo, what we've got on the, well, I'll start right to left. We got Father Brady over at St. Lander Catholic Church. We have Miss Carol LaFleur representing the LaFleur family. You giving the check, your daughter Kelly Dupre, Attorney Jim Lopez here in town, our good friend, and also Father Jason over with Holy Ghost Church here in town as well, who's the chancellor now at OC, because the Father LaFleur Scholarship gives money in Opelousas, in Ville Platte, and in Abbeville to some junior high kid entering high school to try to help them afford to go to school. Now, we're going to have to take a commercial break, and we're going to come back to this thought in 1 minute. We're taking the halftime break. We'll see you in a sec.